All right, so and coming back to the idea of how I open this up, I talked about the Ikari Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Ralph and Clark, red and blue, right?
I ain't remember their names.
So we're talking about foundational right now.
Right.
Ikari Warriors came out when we were like kids. You know what I'm saying? Like baby stuff.
Yes.
Arcade, just tapping a button. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But the company that made the game elevated their company by making them a fighting game like Street Fighter. So Ralph and Clark became two of the most integral parts of what's the King of Fighters franchise. Like we talked about the arcade, that's what I was playing.
Right.
So they had a boss character that was from their game, on their team, and they also got other characters on their game, on the team, right?
Right.
That's kind of like hip hop, because you have to start off somewhere, and then as you elevate, people come to join you, and then your movement grows.
Right.
When was the first time you knew that you were really dope, and that you saw people come latching on to you, wanting to hear more from you?
I had to be like 16. Right. Well, this guy, man, his energy, his fucking flow, the way he used to, he used to start off freestyling. He would freestyle. He would catch something that he would like. Remember that. Start writing. He would write it. And he just had he grabbed everyone's attention. Like, he made you stop what you was doing. Like, oh shit. He made you want to listen.
I tell you what made that possible for me though, karate is a big part of that for me, because karate always made me want to grab. When I'm doing a kata, I need to grab this attention. So that set me up for my verses, and when it's time for me to perform, I'm already ready for. I need this stage. This stage. I need this stage. I need this stage. I need to leave everything I got right here on this stage. I sprained my ankle at a performance one time because I needed to give you what I had, and that was it. And I ain't care what happened after that. You know what I mean? So it's basically you just try to put it all into everything, man. Just to try to
I think when I was 16, I wrote a rap I didn't feel too confident about. I never was confident in my music.
Right.
I always would write a verse and they'd be like, oh, that's dope, that's nice. I was like, because I was my own worst critic.
Right.
And they was like, oh, spit that rap you wrote last week. And there was a bunch of new people around. I'm just like, I ain't feel too confident. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. So I started rapping it. They started listening. Like, God damn, how long you been writing?
16.
And I was like,
at 16,
like that?
he wasn't
So
saying
that
it was
gave me the
normal
confidence.
shit. It wasn't normal. At 16 was not normal, and that's one thing about him. He's his own worst critic. And at 16, he wasn't saying no normal shit. At 16, he was saying some shit over. You like figured it out. Most of these niggas more yellow than pages come through and then close gauges, spray you up from close ranges.
How the hell you remember that?
How the hell you say that at 16? I still don't know. Like, fuck you, where you reading books at? We went to the same school, you know what I mean? Like, just like that. Like, the early age though, 16, 17, 18.
I'm glad you said that, because the hardest part about being a rapper before you even become an MC is making sure you can roll with the punches and you know how to snap back whenever you get faced with the opposition. That's why the cipher was so important in our community. And that's the one thing about Jersey I would love to see come back, is the cipher.
Jersey cipher.
Because what was your style of karate?
We took Shotokan and Taekwondo. We had a mixed style.
Everybody knew Shotokan.
Shotokan. You had an extra hand.
Shotokan was true. I took mine at Orange. Where's your school was at?
We were on 16th Ave.
Okay, so check this out. The one thing about Shotokan, right, and katas was you had to make sure you were in perfect alignment.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Turn.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
I never realized how much that mixes hip hop.
And then you go to a tournament.
Right.
And you meet somebody who knows something like Kung Fu. And Kung Fu and karate have two different styles. Because karate is rigid and Kung Fu is bent.
Yes.
That's why when you block in karate, you're here, or there, they do that.
Yeah, right.
So it's movement. Tell me about the first time you felt somebody else move when it caught you off guard and you had to come back with your A game that you didn't know you had.
Oh, shit. Like we talking karate wise, or are we talking about verbally, like music wise? Music wise. Okay, that's a damn. All right, this guy is the big. This is the biggest challenge I have in life, is writing and going after him or even before him, going after or before him, and what he says and his wordplay, you gotta try to stamp. Nah, you gotta stamp something, man. You want to be remembered on that song and not just Nitty. You know how many times I get bro, you was dope, but bro killed that song. You was dope, but bro killed that song.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So this guy is
your biggest challenge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about you?
I wasn't really good at freestyling, you know, coming up. I was a strong writer, but not too good at freestyling. And I jumped in this cypher, like you said. And these were some heavy hitters,
Okay.
you know. Solo.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was like, and he had just verse after verse after verse after verse. I ran out of material. I'm like, what the fuck do I do now? So I started coming off the head, went off the last word he said. And when I saw I impressed him, I was like, yo, okay.
Right.
So that was my first time facing adversity in the music.
Right.
See, when you're into the martial arts world, we love the fact of the challenge because, A, you'll never stop training because it's a lifestyle.
Right.
And when you're really, really into martial arts, the hardest punch that you give is never physical, it's mental.
Right.
And the most mental hard punch I ever was given, not ever, let's just go back in the day. One of the most mental hard punches I got was, my mic check is life or death, breathing, my mic check is life or death, the sniper's breath, I inhaled the yellow smoke of Buddha through righteous steps. And I had to go, you know what I'm saying? And I had to sit down. Another one was, too many Rakim lines. I'm just trying to bring the ones out there. I'm trying to bring the bars out that meant something to me. And sometimes the bars ain't even super sophisticated. They just make you go wow. Like what if I put your bitch ass in the head and I can fall with you?
Yo, that was a good one. I like that. That stood out to me.
Yeah, it just make you go, and it make you just sit back.
What would happen?
Who made you sit down and really contemplate, is my pen sharp enough?
One of them is this guy, Dub. And I mean, it's too many to name, man.
Yeah, it's a lot to name when it comes to that.
You got James Gotti. You got Solo.
That's family though, too. Gotti, James Gotti.
Trev.
So he was like getting that buzz when we were like a little young and trying to do it too. So that was a big name to try to, you know what I mean? And, but I would say like industry-wise, I would say for me, sit back, relax, catch your contact, sip some cognac.
Y'all watch this Money Through the Laundromat sneak attack.
Man, the affirmative action.
Definitely AZ. He was a heavy influence,
man.
Heavy influence.
Spitting, man.
AZ, Nas, Raekwon, Ghostface, Method Man.
But you know what's sharp? I don't think y'all biggest competition is each other rhymers.
Wow.
I think y'all biggest competition is y'all beats.
Wow.
And I'm gonna tell you why I think that. You can prove. You can tell me I'm wrong.
Right.
Because I don't really know too much. I love to learn.
Right.
And I don't mind being wrong. Fuck it, you know, learn something. But I don't think y'all have really been challenged yet.
Wow.
Cause y'all spit in the beat. All right. One of the most realest things that you ever see is like in a cowboy movie when they about to go to the duel and everybody's walking together in that slow motion. You like, oh shit, it's about to
go down.
That's how y'all walk with y'all beats though.
Wow.
I've never heard, even from other things that we'll talk about later, I've never heard y'all eloquently change because the voice of the beat is different.
Wow.
So let me ask you this. What is the burden, if it is, of having a style where the beat may not speak the language of your style? How do you get them to come together?
Sometimes you have to switch up your cadences to match that beat or match the drum pattern of the beat, you know? It might be something like that. And
Definitely have to switch your delivery on certain type of style because you can't. Our style is a raw, aggressive style.
Yes, it is. It's hip hop.
Right, it's hip hop.
Y'all have an 80s hip hop flow.
Yes.
It's dope.
Yeah, right. Wow. Right. And on that, certain tracks, we still try to stay ourselves, but you gotta come with a different delivery. You have to come with a different delivery, because if you stay with the same delivery, it's not gonna sound the same on everything.
Because feelings and what's the one, Ride Out?
Yes, sir.
Two different beats,
two different things,
two different presentations, but same style.
Right.
Because it's I'm here.
It's us.
One talking about the second verse, talking about the girl saying something crazy wild and feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you got the first one that sets the song up. Cool, but then Ride Out is like, yo, this and that and this and that. Y'all swag is different from the person who's the abative listener. Because an abative listener is not going to be a 10. They're going to be like, okay, that sounds good. Let me go to something else and I'll do something. And then an abative listener is always, and y'all know this, it's time to clean the house. Put that music on. We're going to clean while the music in the background. See, that's abative. Because you're not really jamming, but the vibe is catching you and you're moving with inspiration. Y'all inspiration is a little different. Y'all make video game soundtrack music. While most of the people are trying to vibe to TikTok music.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to get to, because that's the weirdest thing about listening to y'all, because I love the sound, but I don't think the world deserves it too much.
Wow.
Because nobody knows what hip hop is.
Right.
What is hip hop?
Wow. Hip hop to me?
Yeah.
Hip hop to me is, hip hop was something I fell in love with as a little kid. As a kid, I fell in love with hip hop. Hip hop is your culture. Hip hop is a place. Hip hop is people. Hip hop is an inspiration to the world. And hip hop is a passion and love for a craft that I love, and that's something that I love. And me saying that gives me goosebumps, because I actually say I love this thing we call hip hop. And with that, I'm glad he was able to share that with me at a young age. Right.
What about yourself?
Hip hop is a culture. Hip hop is your newborn baby in the hospital. You know you can't let nothing happen to that.
You gotta take care.
You have to do everything in your power to protect this young life.
That's deep.
That's hip hop right there.
Let me add on to you. I always give my example what hip hop is, and everybody who's heard me on Heritage Hip Hop knows this. But for y'all who always been listening, I'm changing it, because y'all expect the same shit, and I'm not that guy.
Right.
What if I told you hip hop is green? What does that mean to you?
Hip hop is green. I see
Growth. That's green.
Rose.
Green is a
I
go.
see.
Green
I
is
see a little envy, you know.
Envy? Okay. That's interesting. How about I put it to you this way? I think God's favorite color is green or blue. Because that's what the world is. It's green and blue.
Green and blue, right.
And when you think about the green is trees, you know, grass, land. But here's the interesting thing about how fly God is, and then how fly you are by inspiration, and you didn't even know it. What do trees do?
Give air.
Give air.
Right.
Yeah.
What does grass do?
They feed different insects, you know.
So do the trees. What else?
Yeah, so do trees.
What else? We gonna get deep. Come on. What else?
Just
Tree. I don't even know. I can't tell you that.
Grass give air, just like trees.
I didn't know that.
So you are fully clothed in oxygen.
Wow.
So that's like hip hop, because hip hop is life.
Wow.
How many places can you go where there's not grass or trees?
Right.
And then, how many places do you go where the grass and trees are actually different?
Right.
How about when it's not there, grass or trees, life is harsh, it's too warm or too cold, there's no balance.
wow.
That's called harmony, which we use in music.
Yes.
Right.
So when you're in perfect balance, you have creative genius and you live life in harmony. Without it, you have disease. Disease is when something's sick in your body. So if hip hop is life giving and it comes from God, y'all are hip hop because y'all connected to God and you give life through your words.
Wow.
That's how dope y'all are.
Appreciate you, brother. That's, man.
Damn.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Yo, you are the epitome of yeah, right. I don't even know what to say. Like, he leaves you tongue tied with his compliments, everything is just impeccable.
So then,
salute.
let's lead into the third part of the interview with this final question. Y'all have a very 80s style with a 90s delivery.
Right.
I believe the 80s was the last true era of hip hop when the 90s was the first true era of hip hop business.
Right.
How do you take that era that you represent with your style, which is hip hop, into the business side to make sure that your name lives and people keep checking for you? How do you do that?
You have to make timeless music. You have to make music that is never going to stop being great music, no matter what year it is, what day it is, how old the kids got. You're still going to be able to play that song 10 years from now, and everybody still going to feel good about it because just a great song. That's what I said.
And like you said, with the touch back on what you said, video game music, you know?
Right.
You need that. You need like the theme music for a TV show. You need movies, you know? So you want to make timeless music that can be placed in film, video games, and television.
Right.
That's how your legacy lives forever.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.